Hey, what's up, everyone? Today I have a very special guest on the show, and she just left. That was Penny the bird. For those of you watching the podcast, you just missed Penny. You would have to find this video on Facebook or YouTube so you could see Penny. I'm pretty sure she'll be back. All right, guys. So today I want to talk to you about your ideal client. Okay. I get a lot of people telling me like, oh, but Angela, my product or service can serve everyone out there. Huge mistake that you're making right there if that's the way of thinking, because you need to understand that when you try to serve everybody, you're actually serving no one. When you're trying to make your service or product generic because it can help everybody under the sun, it will help no one at all, because no one will actually identify with who you are, who you help, and your product or service. So actually, that saying that they say everywhere, the riches are in the niches, that's true. You need to understand the way that you niche down inside of an industry is by actually understanding your ideal client. So in this video, I want to talk about how to identify your ideal client. I'm going to give you 5 tips to identify who your ideal client is and how you can niche down so that you can serve better your audience and they can identify with your product. Now, I have a very cool example of this, and probably a lot of you guys have heard about this example already. So a few months ago, I got this new client. She is a yoga instructor, and she told me, well, my ideal client is men and women between the ages of 20 and 60. And Penny's making so much noise. And she was like, everybody is my ideal client. And I'm like, well, why would they go to you and buy your yoga course or your membership area if they can go and see yoga on YouTube for free, right? She was like, well, I do Kundalini yoga, and like it was a very specific kind of yoga, but still she was trying to serve everybody. So I said, okay, let's do some tests. And we ran some video view ads, we ran some tests, and we realized that the people that were actually paying attention to her ads and her content was women between 45 and 55. And when I told her this, she was like, oh my God, yeah, that's my menopause, ladies. I'm like, there you go, that's it. So we changed the entire messaging so that her ideal client is women between 45 and 55 that are going through their menopause stage. And that was a complete game changer for her, because now she can tell someone, hey, I want you to join my membership area that is completely different from every YouTube video you can find for free, because this membership area is directed exclusively for women between 45 and 55 that are going through menopause. Right there, whoever is 45 to 55 and is going through menopause are going to feel identified, and they're going to see, yeah, there's a lot of videos for free on YouTube, but they're not targeted to them. So I would pay a lot of money if I was 45 or 55 to be in that membership area, right? So that's when you extract yourself from the competition and you actually have a tribe, an audience that you can serve better. Okay, come here, say hi. Wait, we just got tangled. Come here. She left. We got tangled with the cable. All right, so my 5 steps to identify your ideal customer. Come here. There she is. Look at her. There's Penny. All right, so Penny, what are the 5 steps to understand your ideal client? Huh? You want to tell them? All right. So number 1, I want you to ask yourself, who do you love working with? And this is so important, because when you work with who you love to work with, then all of your energy and your attitude is good towards work. I remember when I started working, when I started working with these online stuff, I used to get any client that would pay me money. And I ended up working with clients that I hated. So all my time and energy was wasted in them instead of actually looking for clients, my ideal client that I would love to work with. So number one, always work with people that you love working with, that really make you happy and feel like you're doing something good for your life, and it makes you feel fulfilled. Otherwise, your energy is gonna suck. You're going to suffer, and you're going to want to fire your customers every single month. So only work with those that you love working with. If you have clients right now that you don't like working with, fire them. You have my permission to fire whoever client you don't like working with. All right. And go and look for someone that does deserve your time and your passion and your energy. All right. The second thing is, look at your existing customers, the ones that you have right now, and make a list of the things that you love about them. And go and look for other customers that have those same qualities, right? So, for example, some of my clients, I started serving everybody, right? I started serving people in e-commerce. I started serving online coaches, and then local businesses like CrossFit and real estate. And then I realized that from my existing pool of customers, the ones that really gave me that passion and that I really could help get further and solve their problems were online coaches. So I stuck to that. And I only work with online coaches today, right? So when you look at your existing clients and you learn from that, and you only move forward with what you like about them, you're going to give a better service. It's not only for your sake, it's for their sake too, right? Now, the third thing to actually really understand who your ideal client is and really niche down is going to be to define what their problem is, right? Everybody has a problem, and you have a service or a product that solves that problem, all right? And the thing with us entrepreneurs is that we want to solve every problem out there. But the moment that you hone in into one problem, right? For example, for me with funnel nomads, the problem that my audience has is that they're stuck in a job that they hate and they want to travel the world. So that's the problem I can solve for them. I can solve a lot of problems with my agency and myself. I can solve a lot of problems, but for my ideal client for funnel nomads, that's the one problem that I want to solve. I want them to be able to travel the world full time while making an income that they love, right? So once you understand that single problem, your entire value ladder, from your freebies to your tiny offers, to your core offer, to your high ticket offer, everything needs to solve the same problem, right? And that's when you start being known for solving that problem. And that's when you start being the expert in that industry, because you solved that one problem, all right? And now the next part, the fourth part, is you need to understand exactly what your audience wants. What is it that they want? Penny, she's crazy today. You need to understand what your audience wants. Like, Penny, what do you want? She wants cuddles and flying around. That's what she wants. All right, so when you understand what your audience wants, and not necessarily what they need, because you are going to give them what they need, but when you understand their desires and fears and exactly what they need, what they want to solve in their life, that's when your messaging is going to be compelling and really engage with them. And when you really engage with them emotionally because you know what they want, then you can say, hey, I have these, and this is what you need to solve that problem. All right. So always give them what they want and identify their fears, their desires, their aspirations. And that's how you understand your ideal client, and you can start looking for them specifically. All right. So with all of that, I want you to look for a